IIMS Noida for organizing buddy lecture on the topic Master the Art of Communication for the academicians, industry expert, research scholars, and the students from various colleges and industry. Now, I would like to welcome our resource person, Mr. Nishank, the communication trainer. He is the final year student of BCA, IIMS Noida. And Miss Akanksha as the moderator. She is the second year student of BCA IIMS Noida. Also, I would like to welcome the dignitaries, Dr. Manju Gupta ma'am, the Dean Academics of IIMS Noida, Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta, the Dean of SOIT, IIMS Noida. This buddy lecture is coordinated by Ms. Preeti Rajvanshi ma'am, Assistant Professor of SOIT and the Program Coordinator, BCA, and Mr. Rohit Kumar, the Assistant Professor of SOIT. Now, you all must be thinking that what is buddy lecture and who all are buddies. So let me tell you, IIMS Noida has a special group of students who all are selected on the basis of their talents, discipline, and the code of conduct. These group of students is known as buddies. These buddies are given particular duties to fulfill. Buddies are there to train the juniors by giving buddy lectures. Buddies are there to look after any mishappenings in the college premises. They guide the juniors, students about the corporate world. Buddies help them to cope with the syllabus and how to handle the exams with free mind. So today we are here with a buddy lecture on the topic, Master the Art of Communication. As you all know, communication is to express ourselves better. So everyone knows that nowadays we are missing communication in our daily life. This buddy lecture is organized to motivate us and master the art of communication in this pandemic situation. So now I would welcome Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta to express on this topic.
Yes, sir, you can start. Ajay, sir. Ajay, sir, please unmute yourself. Hello. Sir, you are not audible. Sir, you are not audible. There's some connection problem, I guess. Akanksha,
Yes, ma'am.
we can start the session and we can take the answers bite after the session.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
So now I would like to welcome Mr. Nishank, the communication trainer, to guide us about the topic Master the Art of Communication.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
So, at first, thank you so much, ma'am, for with what state to be part of. Thank you so much for being the right monitor. So, guys, as we all are quite much familiar with the fact that today's session is all about communication, we are quite much familiar with the fact that how communication is important in now everyone's life, right? Without any delay, I just want to start the session. Let me tell you a quotation at first about communication, which is really in scripture. You know, communication works for those who work at it. It means that if you're not working hard for having a good communication skills, if you're not working hard to enhance your communication, I'm not able to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay. Okay. Communication skills in your life. Believe me that you're not going to get success in any field. Because communication plays a role even in your daily life, even in your personal life, even in your professional life as well. So with the help of this, let's start the session. Guys, we all are quite much familiar with the fact about the communication importance in our life. So at first, I just want to ask you that on what basis you are going to judge a person that he or she is having a good communication, or he's a good communicator or a bad communicator? What is the basis of judgment? Can you guys tell me the answer if you know? This is going to be an active session because communication is all about interaction. Pratik, can you hear me? It is our station that message you are going to judge a person that he was having a good communication means that he is a good communicator or a bad communicator. It is a judgment, guys. It is an answer. If I'm audible to all of you, the question that on what basis you are going to judge a person that he is having a good communication or not.
Sir, your voice is not clear.
Hello, is it clear now?
No, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I'm just asking to all of you that on what basis you are going to judge a person that he is having a good communication or a bad communication. Okay, let me tell you. Maybe communication means that to communicate, right? Suppose if you are able to communicate your message you want to say to any other person, and if you are able to communicate in a good way, it means that you are a good communicator. Let me clear a doubt of you all here that so many of us thinks that like if you are able to speak good English, like if you are hello, I don't think that my voice is breaking now. Is it good now? So let me tell you one thing that on what message you are going to give a person that he's having a good communication or a bad communication. You know, communication means to communicate. If you are able to communicate yourself, the message you want to communicate to any person in a very good way, it means that you are a good communicator. You know, we have so many doubts related to the communication that we think that if we are able to speak good English, it means that we are a good communicator. It, we think that if we are able to speak good Spanish, good French, good Hindi, it means that we are a good communicator. My friend, it's nothing like that. Doesn't matter how much good English you are speaking. If you are not able to communicate your message in a good way to the person whom you are connecting with, it means that you are not a good communicator. Right. So at first, for being a good communicator, there is a need to understand that language plays a vital role, but it is not all about language only. You have to have that kind of skills by which you can communicate to any message to any person in a very good way. You know, friends, as we all know that we all are students, right? Most of us in a student phase. So we all have to set our career. Like maybe someone wants to be the CEO of any company. Someone wants to be the part of any MNCs. Someone wants to start the business. Someone wants to be in sales field. Someone wants to be in technical field. Believe me, if you are not having any good communication, you are not going to get success in that very field. Even it is not possible for you to sustain in that very field as well. Because without communication, if you're not able to communicate to your clients, communicate to your managers, communicate to your colleagues, believe me, you're not going to be a part of that. Even maybe it is chance that you are not going to be selected for that company as well in an interview, right? So what is needed to be a good communication, good communicator? If you want to be a good communicator, what kind of qualities you should have? Definitely. So guys, first of all, for being a good communicator, you need to be a good listener. As we all know that a good listener can only be a good speaker. Why I say like that? Suppose I'm trying to convey something to you, and if you're not paying any attention towards that very message, and if you don't get what I'm trying to say, means if you're not listening my message, then how you will react on that very message? How you will get the answer of that very questions asked by me? There is a huge difference between the two words, hear and listen. You don't need to hear anything. You need to listen to things. Okay. Because hearing is a process in which you just hear and let it go. There's no you are not paying any kind of concentration, any kind of attention in that everything. But if you are listening anything, it means that you are paying attention and you are getting the points in a way that you can respond in a very good way. So at first, there is a need to be a good listener. Let me tell you one thing that a boy who was very intelligent in his studies, okay, once upon a time he went to give an interview. He was he was truly brilliant in his studies. He has given each and every answer asked by the interviewer. But in spite of that, he was not got selected just because of one wrong answer, one wrong interpretation. You know why? Because the very first question asked by the interviewer that what's your name? And the student replied that I want to be a good manager in this company. This was the misconception. This was the misinterpretation of that boy that he has not get the question in a proper way because he was not listening with all attention. Because if the interviewer asked about the aim, if the interviewer asked about the name, he should reply his name, but he has applied his aim. So he has misconfusion about the aim and name. That's right. If you're not a good listener, you are not able to give the good answer. And if you're not able to give the good answer, there's a chances that you're not going to be a good communicator at all. Guys, I'm audible to all of you? Hello. Hello. Okay, that's good. My network is good. Maybe network is not good because I'm audible to so many persons. So guys, now for being a good communicator, there's a need to be a good responder as well. What does it mean, responder? Responder doesn't mean that you have to give the answer of each and every question in a good way. That is, I'm not talking about that responder here. Responder means that you have to be that kind of listener that the other person is getting interest when he was talking to you or when he's having any kind of conversation with you. If you are a good listener, if you are a good communicator, it is your duty to make that conversation very interesting. Very interesting. Just by responding some small things. This small
Nishank
things.
sir,
Let's suppose.
so your video is not visible.
Akansha, am I visible now? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Akansha, am I visible now?
No, sir.
It's visible. I have already opened my video.
So your video is not visible.
Yeah,
till
now it is visible.
Yes, now it is visible.
Okay, okay. Maybe there's some issues. So guys, I was talking about the responder. Suppose you were having a conversation with any person, and if you're not able to just take interest in that very conversation, it is your duty, like if you're a good listener and if you're a good communicator, it is your duty to take an interest in that, to create an interest in that conversation. How you can do like that? First of all, you have to respond in a good way. Like suppose in Hindi we are talking, or if even in English, if we're talking like, that there's some problem in my family. As an example, I'm telling that, there's some problem in my family. That's why I'm being sad and I'm not happy with all. So as a communicator, as a good listener, you have to respond, okay, that's okay, okay, I got it. Okay, this is the sign of a good responder. So the other person thinks that, okay, you are getting interest in that very conversation, or he can share each and every problems, or he can share the views you want to share with you in a very good way. That conversation will be an interesting conversation. So as a good listener, you have to be a good responder as well. Now, friends, what kind of responder you don't want, like you should not be? There is so many kind of responder. Like the first one, you don't need to repeat each and every word said by the other person. Like suppose I'm saying that, there is problem in my family and that because of that I'm sad. So there's no need to repeat each and everything, each and every word said by me that, okay, you have problem in your family, that's why you are sad. It will make me irritated, or it will make me feel that you are making fun of my problem. It will make me feel that you are making fun of my situation. I mean, okay. So you don't need to respond like that. You have to respond in such a way that I can feel comfortable to convey my message to you. Okay. Now, after responder, after being a good responder, there's a need to understand things. Before you speak or before being a good communicator, there's a need to understand the message I'm trying to convey. Okay, suppose someone is trying to convey you something, and you have listened each and everything, but without without having the things, without the situation, if you try to say something, it is not good at all. If you give that kind of answer, which is not good for that situation as well. Okay, so you have to understand the things, you have to understand the situation. Then after you have only to speak whatever you want. Suppose in an interview, if you're asking you that question, and without any having thought, sir, that what kind of answer is perfect, but for that question, if you are replying the answer, maybe the answer will not be perfect, but that particular question, and maybe you will not be selected for that very interview. So at first, try to be a good listener. Then after, try to be a good responder. Then after, try to understand the situation, the questions asked by any of the person to you, and then after try to okay, it will give you a positive impact, positive impression of yourself. Now, friends, in our India, in our everywhere, there are two kinds of speaker. The first speaker is bad speaker, and second speaker is good speaker, right? But how we can distinguish that a speaker is bad and is good? As we have so many examples like Narendra Modi. Okay, he's very good speaker. Why? You can find that there's so many speakers whom we want to listen for a longer period of time, like Narendra Modi, like Steve Jobs, like Barack Obama. But there's so many speakers whom we don't want to listen at all. Even we are feeling bored at all, right? What is the difference between that kind of speaker? The first thing, that your emotion. If you're trying to be a good speaker, if you're trying to be a good communicator, there's a need to put some emotion in your communication, in your words, right? Suppose I am giving you some example that there are two speakers, okay, and I have asked them to introduce themselves. Okay, the first speaker is speaking like, "Good morning, friends. My name is Nisha, and I did my schooling from Saraswati Vidya Mandir Chapra, intermediate from DBSD College Karna. I'm pursuing graduation from University." This is the answer of first speaker. Now, the second speaker, if he is speaking like this, "Good morning, friends. This is Shan for you. And I did my schooling from Saraswati Vidya Mandir Chapra, intermediate from TBSD College Karna, and at the moment I'm pursuing graduation from IMS Noida." Now you can find the difference very easy about which one was good and which one was bad. Can you please tell me that why the second speaker was good speaker and the first speaker was bad speaker? In the chat box. Okay, Ankita, I'll try. What I feel that the next connection is very good. If I'm going that what was the difference between both of the speakers? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, it is clear now, but your video is not visible
Yeah, it will be.
because of some network issue at your side.
Maybe. I'm just the speakers that how we can distinguish the speaker was not good. And so just give me the answer. I've shown you example. Answer. This is going to be and communication is all about how you can speak, how you can share your views on any topic. It is all about communication. So responding. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I have asked questions to you or to you all.
Participants can write their answers in the chat box.
Guys, I have shown you the example of two speakers. Can you please tell me that like why the first speaker was not and why the second speaker was good? Okay, I'll tell you. The first thing about the emotion, the second thing about the energy level, the third thing about the intonation and pronunciation, about the eye contact, about the gesture and posture. Friends, doesn't mean that if you are good at English, if you're good at Hindi, it means that I will communicate. Okay. The first thing about the Chinese speaker I told that he has some energy. Okay. The second thing about the emotion. Okay. So what is emotion? If you are feeling sad, it will be in your words that you are feeling sad. If you are happy, it will be in your words that you are happy. If you are angry, it will be in your words that you are angry. Okay. So if I'm sad, I'm saying, oh, I'm sad. My facial expression doesn't match with my words that I'm sad because my facial expression was saying something different, right? So for being a good speaker, there is a need of emotion in your words. Energy and confidence also make the communication better and interesting. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Starting energy and confidence. About the confidence later. No, about I was talking about the facial expression. So guys, for being a good communicator, there's a need of good gesture and posture. Gesture means your hand expression, your facial expression. Okay, your hand expression and facial expression must match with what you're trying to convey in a message. What? Okay, and your gesture is about your the manner and how you stand. It is the gesture. Okay. Yeah, I was talking about the intonation. What do you mean by intonation, guys? What do you mean by intonation? Participants, can you please write your answer in your chat box? What do you mean by intonation? Do you know about the intonations? Well, let me tell you. Intonation means that the pressure on the words. Okay. Suppose, I'm giving you example by which you can easily understand about importance of intonation. Okay. Suppose there is a simple sentence that I have lost my pen. Okay, it means मैंने अपना pen खो दिया. I have lost my pen. मैंने अपना pen खो दिया. Now see the impact of intonation when I'm putting the pressure on different words. Okay, suppose I'm saying I have lost my pen. It means मैंने अपना pen खो दिया. Right? Now if I'm saying I have lost my pen, and I expression also create a communication better. I told you about I told you about the eye contact. That is also eye expression. That with the help of your eye contact, you can only connect with your audience. And once you are connected with your audience, then only you can be a good communicator, right? Now I was talking about intonation. I told that I have lost my pen. I have lost my pen. It means मैंने अपना पेन खोया. किसी और ने नहीं. This is the impact of intonation. The second thing, I have lost my pen. It means मैंने अपना पेन खोया कुछ और नहीं. That can be a intonation. If I'm putting pressure on I, the meaning is different. If I'm putting pressure on my pen, the meaning is different. Okay, so you have to care about the intonation very well once you are trying to convey some message to your clients. Okay, suppose guys, if you are going to be the part of any organization, and if you're not having good communication, if you're not a good communicator, then you'll not be able to communicate your message in a good way to your manager as well, to your clients as well. And once you're not able to communicate your message, doesn't matter that how much good knowledge you are having, how brilliant you are, if you are not able to communicate your ideas at right time, you are not going to be the part of that organization for a longer period of time. Right? No, let me tell you about the importance of English in our communication nowadays, because this is a yeah, that's right, Ashutosh, whatever you have told. Now, friend, uh, so I told you earlier as well that so many of those things that if you are having good knowledge about your language, it means that you're a good communicator. Believe me, there is nothing like that. Doesn't matter how much good English you are speaking. If you're not able to communicate your message in a good way, it means that you are not a good communicator. Okay. So now let's talk about the importance of English in our communication language nowadays. Because we all are students and we have all have to set our career in respective fields, whatever we want. So that's why I just thought to talk about English as a communication as well, because it's era of globalization. So guys, can you please tell me that uh, on what basis, or like why we are thinking like this, that if you are having good knowledge about different languages, you are a good communicator. With your gesture and posture, if you are able to communicate any message, that's also fine. That's also fine. Okay. But nowadays, in an organization, if you are speaking English, in everywhere, if you are speaking English, there's a need of English as a communication. Okay. Now, let me tell you about some problem we are facing to be a communicator. Uh, can you please tell me about some problem which we are facing in our daily life? Like why we are not being good communicators? What is the real problem in that? What is about this? What is the main problem of not being able to communicate? Please respond in chat box. The main problem. Confidence, public situation as a major fear. That's okay. That's anyone else? Okay. Until you have told about the confidence. Why we are not having confidence about this? There's a need and the main reason. Confidence, yeah, if you're not having confidence, that's okay. But why we are not having confidence? We are reading, like we are getting studying IMS Noida. Maybe so many of us were in management field, so many of us very good in technical fields. Maybe someone takes interest in Python, Java, or different languages. Someone is taking interest in management, business. Why? Can you define me the why we're not getting confidence? Guys, we are not getting confidence in any sector just because we have a lack of knowledge in that very sector. We are we are getting fear of Python, of Java, of C, C++, just because we have not lots of knowledge about that kind of things. If you are comfortable in business, if you're comfortable in management, it means that you are able to manage each and everything in that field, each and every situation in that vehicles. Means if you are not having good knowledge about any particular topic, means that you are not confident. You are not confident at all in that very topic. In the same way, in if you're in communication, if you're not, suppose you're going to give any kind of speech, or suppose you're going to give any kind of seminar, or you're trying to convey any message, if you are not prepared, or if you are not having proper knowledge about that very topic, you are not going to convey that message in a good way, because you will be underconfident. You'll say that what I need to speak now, because whatever the content you are having, it's all lost, right? So for being a good communicator, there's a need to have confidence, and for confidence, there's a need to have some knowledge. So first of all, try to grab so many knowledge about each and every field, whatever you're trying to, or whatever you're trying to convey, or what in which field you are going. Okay. So for that, suppose you are in a sales field, or if you don't have knowledge about the sales, how to do sales, how to do marketing, definitely you are not going to be a successful sales manager or successful salesperson. In the same way, if you are going to be a good communicator, or if you don't know how to communicate, means you're not going to get confidence here, and if you're not getting confidence, means you're not going to convey the message in a good way, right? The second thing, the fear of judgment. Guys, fear of judgment is one of the major problems nowadays for anyone. For anyone, like why we are having fear of judgment? Because we think people or the person in front of me is much more better than me. हमें ये लगता है कि हम जो बोल रहे हैं वो मुझे जज करेगा, judge me that I am a bad speaker. First of all, There's no need to think like that. Nobody is perfect in this world. Okay. So first of all, there's a need to convey whatever you want to convey. Doesn't matter who is going to judge you or who is not going to judge you. Doesn't matter. It is not your problem. Your problem is just to convey the message you want to convey to the people. Or your problem is to enhance your communication skills. It is. You are only responsible for that. So there is no need to have a fear of judgment. Leave that whatever the person thinks about you. Okay, you are not going to responsible for that. Maybe today you're not a good speaker, but fear of judgment, if you will stop speaking, it means that you're not going to be a good speaker in future as well. So there's no need to be like that. No practice. Now, uh, education and no practice. That's what I was talking about the practice and knowledge. So I was talking about the fear of judgment. It will leave these kinds of things on that people who is going to judge you, because suppose today you are not perfect, maybe the day after tomorrow you'll be perfect. But if because of fear of judgment you are not going to speak today, believe that you're not going to be the part of speaker, we are not going to be a good speaker in future as well. So there is no need to talk about think about the fear of judgment as well. Now, I have so many of my students or so many of my colleagues ask me a question: is there any need? In English, I'm talking about in English. Is there any need to have a good grammar in communication skills in spoken English? Give me your views. That is there any need to have a good grammar or can you tell in your chat box that is there any need of good grammar in your communication skills? Shall we? I'm just asking a question that is there any need of good grammar in your communication skills? If I'm audible, you can please respond in the message so that I can go further. No, grammar doesn't change. That's right. That's right. That grammar doesn't play a vital role in the communication, but you have to convey your message in a good way. That's totally right. Because so many of us have they told us that if you're not conveying your message with a proper English or proper grammar, it means that you're not good communicator. There's nothing like that. If you're able to communicate your message in a very good way, doesn't matter about your grammar, it means that you're a good communicator. Friends, there's one more thing: fluency. You have to take care of your fluency as well. Okay, once you are communicating to any person, you have to take care about the rate of speech you are conveying your message. What is the rate of speech? Suppose if someone is talking to me, or if someone is asking me to give me my interview, if I'm giving my interview like this: hello friends, this is Nishank. I did my schooling from Saraswati Vidya Mandir Chapra, intermediate from DVLG College Karna. This is not the right way to speak anything, because the other person will not get half of the things. Okay, the other person will not get half of the things whatever you are trying to convey. It means that for being a good communicator, there's a need to maintain the rate of speech. It is like suppose you are giving any speech, and the rate of speech will be different in different kind of topics. Suppose you are giving any speech, if you are giving any seminars, if you are giving any interviews, your rate of speech must be different, must be according to the questions asked by the person, the other person. Right now, friends, let me talk to you about the English in organization, like how, because as we are like students, so we need to understand about the importance of English as a communication in any organization. You know, guys, that why English is so much important, because it is an international language and everyone just speaks English nowadays in different organizations. Believe me, guys, that if you are in any organization and if you are not able to speak good English nowadays as a communication language, you are not going to survive here. Because I have worked in different companies, I have taken so many internships as well. So what I feel, what I observed here, that if you are not good at English, even your employees, even your colleagues are not going to talk to you at all. Suppose you are having so many knowledge, you are having so many ideas, but in spite of that, if you don't know how to convert that very ideas in English language nowadays, or how to convey that message to your manager in English, you are not going to get success at all. You are not going to be the part of that very organization at all, right? Now, friends, can you please tell me how we can improve our English? Okay. Yes, we can improve our English. It is such an easy question. How we improve our language? I practice watching videos on YouTube. Shall we? That's okay. That's okay. That's one of the things that we can do. But believe me that practice makes a man perfect. If you're watching videos on YouTube, it will just give you a listening skills. It will not give you a spoken English. You cannot speak English with the help of that. It will just enhance your listening at first. Practice makes a man. I told you before few minutes that if you are in practice of something, if you are trying to speak English every day, doesn't matter you are speaking wrong or right, one day your English will be good. So let me talk to you about the leading vocabulary words, trying to pronounce the words with correct fluency. That's right. Okay, that's right. Yeah, your vocabulary must be good if you're trying to speak English, or your pronunciation. Yeah, I'll talk to you about pronunciation now. Now, friends, if we want to speak English, the first problem we are facing, which I have already faced, and so many of my friends as well faced, about the MTI. Do you know what is MTI? What does it mean? MTI means what? What do you mean by MTI? Okay, let me tell you about the MTI. MTI means that mother tongue influence, right? Uh, I belong from Bihar, and first of all, let me tell you, I feel proud to be a Bihari, right? But what is MTI? MTI means mother tongue influence. Once you are going to give any interview in different companies, in MNCs, or by the way, if there is any American companies or Spanish companies or Australian companies, if you are having MTI issues in your in your communication, you are not going to be the part of that organization at all. Doesn't matter how much good English you are speaking. Doesn't matter how much good grammar you have. Doesn't matter how much good fluency you have. If you have MTI issue, you are not going to get selected. After 12th, I have given approx 30 to 40 interviews, and I was rejected in each and every interviews just because of my MTI issue. You know what? Let me describe the importance of MTI. Suppose we all are from different states. I'm from Bihar. Maybe someone is from UP. Someone is from Bengal. So we all have a native language. Okay. और हमारा जो native language है ना उसका tone अलग होता है. Okay. We have a different tone of our Hindi, of our Bengali, of our Bhojpuri. Okay. So once we are in a habitual of that very tones. Suppose you are speaking English, that tone will be influenced. Okay, your English will be influenced by that tone. Okay, so it will be a problem, and it will create that MTI problem. If you are not able, suppose uh, if you are able to speak English and the other person can easily judge that you are from which state, it means that you have MTI issue. Like हमारी जो आदत होती है, it's our habit that we pronounce each and every word in like if we have to speak proper, we'll speak proper. Okay, if you have to stick universal, we will stick universal. It is not. This is MTI issue. Okay, so first of all, if you want to be the part of, because you guys will be the part of your interviews after 2 or 3 months. So definitely, if you are having these kinds of problems related to MTI, it will be very tough for you to get any interviews. Okay, now friends, if let me talk to you about the interviews and the importance of communication skills and importance of English in your interviews. The first important I told you that you should not have any MTI issues in your English, in your communication skills. Doesn't matter the issue, doesn't matter that you are speaking English or French or in Hindi, you should not have MTI issue. Okay. Second thing, how you are going to be a part of good interview, or how you can check how you should behave in any interviews. The first thing, your eye contact will be good with the interviewer. The second thing, there are some questions which I have read that you should must care about the interviews, because communication, it is good that you are conveying the message, but it is also it is required in communication that what kind of words can make your communication impressive one, impactful communication, right? Suppose there is a very common question in any interview that why should I hire you, right? Suppose if I asked you for an interview that why should I hire you, what will be your answer? What will be your answer, guys? Anyone can give me the answer that if some interviewer is asking you why should I hire you for my company, what will be your answer? Kancha, shall be or Pratik, Manna, Ashutosh, if someone is asking you why should I, what kind of answer you will give? Yes. Am I audible to all of you? Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. So like I was asking, I was this. Why should I hire you? I'll make use of my good communication skills and technical knowledge which companies. Anyone else? Let me tell you, maybe you all will have a different answer that you are multitasker, you'll help in the success of company, or you'll use your each and every skills in a very good way that company can get. Okay, so I was discussing about the question. So you all will have different question, different answer. Why should I hire you? That you are good for the company, you are multitasker, you are a good manager, or whatever. Maybe you'll have all have different answers. Believe me, I told you that communication is not about the conveying the message you want. Communication is all about how you can convey the message in an impactful way, okay, that the other person can easily get by your words. If someone is asking why should I hire you, always start your answer with what I believe. Suppose, like shall we told that whatever you'll use your communication skills and technical skills for the company success and all. Suppose you should start your answer with what I believe. It means suppose what is the difference between these two words or these two sentences? Suppose if I'm saying yeah, I have very good communication skills, I have good technical skills, I can use skills for your company now. Go now. If somebody is like asking me about it, so you can okay, if I start my answer with this, it means that what response keep having good communication skills and technical skills and use all that. Okay. So always start slow. If you are in the first sentence, if you told that what I did,
I think there is some network issue. Nishank sir? Nishank sir, are you there? Okay, he'll join in a while.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So, I was discussing about the questions. So, always start your question with what I think. It's an important thing. If you're good at communication, doesn't mean that you'll speak anything, whatever you want. Suppose there is one more question, one more very familiar question. In an interview, they'll ask you that where do you see yourself after 5 years? Where do you see yourself after 2 years, after 3 years, after 10 years? It is a tricky question, right? So doesn't matter how much good communication you are having, try to be in limit at that time. There's no need to be over smart with your communication that or not even share so many things which is your hobby in that very question. Because suppose if a student share answer this question I'll be a billionaire, I'll live here in my own company. After 5 years, I'll have my own company and I'll be CEO of that big company. Never share these kinds of answer with the individual. Okay, it's good to listen. It's good that you're having this kind of ambition, this goal. You're in an interview, try to convey the message which is suitable for the answer, suitable for that interview. Okay. So if it's asking you that how do you feel yourself after 5 years, better to speak like, yeah, company or what you want to be in after 5 years. Try to that message into that as well. That I will be the part of the company, maybe I'll be the manager of the company. It your positive impression that you are going to be the part.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for guiding us. Now, let's welcome Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta, the Dean of SOIT, for the vote of thanks.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry, earlier you could not hear me. So, Mr. Nishank Soni, thank you so much for giving us a wonderful talk. Unfortunately, I think there was some bandwidth issue first with me when I started the meeting, and then later on, I think Nishank also had some bandwidth issue because I was getting a message that we were low on bandwidth. And a lot of things we could not make out, but definitely we got the gist of the whole thing. So Nishank, I think the main point that you stressed is that we should be able to communicate mainly whatever we want to. So we should be having confidence in what we are trying to say, and that lack of confidence could result from many things. Maybe lack of knowledge. If you are trying to speak on some business thing, then maybe you don't know enough about what we are talking about, the management and business, or it could be a technical talk, could be Java related or some other language, and you don't know enough. Then there's also fear of judgment, like other people who are listening to you, they may not be able to judge you very well. So we should try to get over those fears. There are multiple types of communications: written communication, oral communication, and then you also discuss, I think, about the mother tongue influence, MTI, and the rate of speech at which we speak. So whatever we speak, it should be clear. It should be audible and understandable to everyone. You guys are final year students, and it's very important that you learn to communicate very well. When you go for interviews, when you go for even making presentations, you want to give your written project reports. Communications can be at all levels, and all these levels have to be done very well. And it's a very important topic. So I thank Nishank Soniji for delivering this talk, and maybe he can share some written material with other students that would help them. So on behalf of President of IMS Noida and our Dean Academics, Madam Manju Madam, I would like to thank Nishank Soni. I would like to thank the organizers, Dr. Preeti Khatri and Preeti Rajvanshi ma'am, for organizing this event, and of course all our dear buddies. Buddies are always dear to us. They are our cream people, cream students who help out in almost every event. So I would like to extend my thanks to all the buddies for helping out the department. And thank you so much, Nishan. Take care.
Thank you so much, sir. Respected all, please find here the feedback link for this session. You all are requested to please fill up this form and consider, and we will consider this feedback as your attendance. So please fill this form before leaving the session.